Hey, what's going on, people? Today I will be reacting to SZA's album CTRL for the first time, and I believe I have heard a couple songs on this album just for transparency. Among them are The Weeknd, the side piece anthem right there, and Broken Clocks. I haven't heard Broken Clocks in a long time.
Greatest fear that if I lost control or did not have control, things would just, it would be fatal.
And this song, by the way, is Supermodel.
I brought in this letter to let you know I'm really leaving, and no, I'm not keeping your shit. Heard you got some new homies, got some new hobbies, even a new hoe too. Maybe she can come help you, maybe she can come lick you. After we're done, what's done is done. I don't want nothing else to do with it.
I love how her voice is so melodic and bouncy. It's very unpredictable. You never know where she's going to take these notes. I think that's fun. You know, it makes her distinct from the other artists who hit the notes they're supposed to when they're supposed to hit it. With SZA, I feel like she's improvising half the time and just doing whatever she feels is right. You know, not necessarily whatever sounds right to people who have very high taste and perfect vocals. Her vocals are not that. The roller coaster she takes us on with her vocals is in many ways symbolic of her emotions, you know, and the things that she's singing about in the song is just up and down, up and down, up and down. And there's something organic about that I really like.
Are you a secret? I've been secretly banking your homeboy. Why you in Vegas? All up on Valentine's Day. Why am I so easy to forget like that? It can't be that easy for you to get like that. Oh no, she didn't. Oh yes, I did. Oh no, she didn't. I'll do it again. Leave me lonely for prettier women. You know I need too much attention for shit like that. You know you wrong for shit like that. I could be your supermodel if you believe. If you see it in me, see it in me, see it in me. I don't see myself. Why I can't stay long just by myself? Wish I was comfortable just with myself, but I need you, but I need you, but I need you. Oh, just get a load of them, they got chemistry. All they could say, we like brothers.
This is Love Galore.
I need
Like dust off these niggas, do it for fun. Don't take it personally. I'm surprised you call me after the things I said. Skirt, skirt, all niggas. Skirt up, all niggas. Skirt down, you acting like me. Acting like we wasn't more than a summer fling. I said farewell, you took it well. Promise I won't cry over spilled milk. Give me a paper towel, give me another value, give me another hour or two, hour with you. Why you bother me when you know you don't want me? Why you bother me when you know you got a woman? Why you hit me when you know better? Know you know better, know your crew better than you do. But I won't get whatever I want. Get whatever I need, it's about love.
that side that you can't go around at night. You like to give me high. Do no.
Is this Travis Scott or Ty Dolla $ign? It sounds like one of them because I heard this in the background, and you know, I know Travis likes to do all those weird little ad libs.
No one know I'm Messiah. You like when I make fire. You say the flame can make him fire. Let me come inside you. Let me plant that seed.
Long as we got.
I like the song, but I didn't really like the beat, the instrumental behind it. It was a little too sleepy for me. And I guess whoever was on that song, Ty Dolla $ign, he was good, but I could have done without him. No offense. This song right here is called Doves in the Wind. I'm getting strong 1990s R&B vibes. That just like slow.
Real niggas do not deserve pussy. Meaning it's more you see right through walls, ain't talking about pussy. Meaning you deserve the whole box of chocolates. Come with me. Forrest Gump had a lot going for him. Never without pussy. You know Jenny almost gave it all up for him. Never even pushed for the pussy. Where's Forrest now when you need him? Talk to me. Talk to me. Hey, hey, hey.
Attention, all you niggas, all you bitches.
Back and relax your mind, just ride by. Back and relax your mind, just ride by. Back, relax, just ease your mind, just ride. I'm not watching my TV.
And I love SZA's vocals. I love her music. What I don't like is how at times it seems like the beat kind of overpowers her voice. So I don't know if she uses the same producer or engineers on every song or album, but I think that would be worth looking into because I really love hearing her. But sometimes the beat is just so overwhelming that her sound is kind of drowned out by it.
To lose their mind for it, wine for it.
Oh, is this is Kendrick.
For it. Pussy. Spend time for it, see no color line for it. Pussy. Double back handicap and go blind for it. Pussy got endless prisoners. Pussy always revenging her. Pussy is calculating. Good pussy is rather dangerous. Pussy can be so facetious. The heavyweight champ. Pussy is so undefeated. That's amen to that. I mean,
really ain't that serious, man. If you, I don't know. I guess it's all, it's all about perspective. But I don't know. I just think men put too much power into sex, and it can end up being a distraction. It can end up leading you off a cliff or making you feel like you have to make irrational decisions in order to keep that woman around so you could continue to have sex with her. But maybe it's because I just matured later and I started, getting into relationships a little later in life. I just have a different perspective about it. I don't know. I just think guys just place way too much stock in sex. It really ain't that. It ain't that serious.
But insecure gon' reassure you not to get pussy. You overcompensate too much for the pussy. You like the throw a kinda shade for the pussy. See, that's what pussy niggas do. I know the ways of a pussy. I see pussy looking at you. How many niggas get mistaken for clitoris in a day? How many sentiments you make before running pussy away? How many times she gotta tell you that dick is disposable? But if she fuck a young nigga like me, it's over for you. Salina middle finger up, speak your truth.
You can never trivialize pussy, but a bum nigga like you would try it. I know what you really about. How your is weak body.
And it's so temporary, sex is so temporary. It's so fleeting if you're not engaging in the act with someone you really care about and have cultivated a healthy emotional connection with. So you could be spending that time chasing, doing more productive things with your life and working on developing something stable and long term. It's easy to say from like where I'm sitting at as a man in my mid-20s who has, observed a lot of people make just stupid mistakes in relationships. It's easy to say from where I'm sitting, but I think the older you get, it's just like there are more important things in life. And plus, it is it's obvious. I feel like some guys think they do a good job at hiding how thirsty and desperate they are, but you're not fooling anybody, bro. We all know what you want, you know? So yeah, I guess if I could give any advice to my fellow man, it would be, you don't have to be so fucking thirsty. All right, this is Drew Barrymore. This definitely sounds like a song in a Drew Barrymore movie. For those of y'all who don't know, she's a white woman actress.
Why is it so hard to accept the party is over? You came with your new friends and her mom jeans and her new Vans, and she's perfect and I hate it. Oh, so glad you made it. I'm so glad you could come back. Somebody get the tacos. Somebody spark the blunt. Let's start the night goes off at episode 1. Bring the gin, got the juice. Bring the sin, got that too. Won't you shut up? No, you're my favorite. Am I warm enough for you? Outside, baby. Yes, warm enough here for you. Warm enough for you. Inside me. Warm enough for you. Outside, baby. Yes, warm enough here for you. Warm enough outside. Inside me. I get so lonely, I forget what I'm worth. We get so lonely, we pretend that this works. I'm so ashamed of myself, think I need that.
We get so lonely, we pretend that this works. And I think people get caught in this binary where they feel like either they have to be lonely or they have to be in a toxic relationship. Like, those are not the only two options. Try to cultivate a solid support system around you that consists of family and friends. You ain't got them. Maybe try to break out of your shell a little bit, step by step, and build that for yourself, because in the long run, it's going to benefit you and it's going to enhance your quality of life. And while you're doing that, while you're meeting new people and going new places, you're bound to meet somebody that you click with and connect with on a deep and intimate level. And sometimes you got to learn to be alone. That's a great skill to have, because people, for the most part, they are fickle, and oftentimes they will tolerate you to the extent that you can boost their power, status, or prestige. And if you can't do that, then they see you as disposable. You know, a lot of people treat friendships and relationships like this purely transactionary endeavor. Like, oh, I'm lonely, you're lonely, let's click. And it's like, no, but just because we're both lonely doesn't mean we're going to click.
More attractive, I'm sorry, I'm not more ladylike. I'm sorry, I don't shave my legs at night. I'm sorry, I'm not your baby mama. I'm sorry, you got karma coming to you, collect your soul, get it right. Warm enough for you, outside, baby, yes. Warm enough here for you. Warm enough for you, inside me. Warm enough for you, outside, baby, yes. Warm enough here for you. Warm enough outside, inside me. Sorry, I just need to see you. Sorry, I'm so clingy, I don't need to be a lot. Do you really wanna love me that like you say you do? Give it to me like you say you do. Cause it's hard enough, you got to treat me like this. Lonely enough to let you treat me like this. Do you really love me, or just wanna love me down?
Loneliness and passion. Loneliness, passion, and self-esteem that has not been fully cultivated, that combination could get you into a lot of trouble. That that was Drew Barrymore. I really enjoyed that song. That's probably my favorite one on the album so far, right after Supermodel. This one, however, is called Prom. This reminds me of Lost in the Da-Da-Da-Da.
Fearing that growing up, keeping me up at night. Am I doing enough? Feel like I'm wasting time.
Oh, feel like I'm wasting time. Or how does she?
Feel like I'm wasting time. Promise to get a little better as I get older. And you're so patient, you're sick of waiting. Promise to do better. Shoulda, coulda, probably wanna let me go, but you can't. Right now I'm feeling popping. I need a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Right now I'm feeling popping. I need a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Please don't take it personal, like I know you usually do. Please don't take it personal, like I know.
Take it personal. Or don't take it personal. I like that.
Usually do. Please don't take it personal.
I like that. I like how the sound. I like when they do that with the sounds where it shows up in one earphone and then the other and then the other. Because it sounds like you're truly surrounded. You know? It makes you feel like you're a part of the experience, like you're in the actual song somehow. Kind of like you're in a movie theater. Okay, this song is called The Weeknd. I have heard this song before, and it is one of my favorites of all time. This was a 2021 banger for me. I had this on repeat. The ultimate side piece anthem. I will say it again. And please excuse me if I sing along to the song.
Say you got a girl. How you want me? How you want me when you got a girl? The feeling is reckless of knowing it's selfish, knowing I'm desperate, getting all in your love, falling all over love. I do it till last, hanging out the back, all up in your lap. Like, is you coming home? I don't care long as you here by 10:30, no later than what I want. Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, I just keep her satisfied through the weekend. You like 9 to 5 on the weekend, make her lose her mind. You take Wednesday, Thursday, and just send him my way. Think I got it covered for the weekend. I gotta say I'm in the mood for a little bit more of that. I mean, I'm saying what kind of deeds is today.
I'll stop.
And I'll be at your door, ready to take a place, ready to give you what you've been missing on weekdays, what you've been waiting for. 10:30, no later than drop them drawers. I know you are. My man is your man, hurt is her man too. My man is your man, hurt that's her man. Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, I just keep her satisfied through the weekend. You like 9 to 5 on the weekend, make her lose her mind every weekend. You take Wednesday, Thursday, then just send them my way. Think I got it covered for the weekend.
All right, I know I fucked up that entire track, but I just couldn't help myself. And this one is called Gina. Go Gina.
Holding you down can't be any harder than holding you up now. To come clean, I said to be realist, to be realist. Probably true they say about me. Probably came from my inner circle. Usually come from your inner circle or lack thereof, and I don't know. We too stoned to pay attention. I mean, really, it's same me, it's old me, you know, same shit. I've been on the low key grind.
Is Sis's name Gina? Is that her real name? Solana. That's interesting. But then the middle name, Imani Rowe.
Loaning on the low key shining, trying to keep to myself, but you bring me out the character every time again. Damn Gina, them jeans, they must be uptight, mama.
I like that song, but it was a bit redundant. I ain't gonna lie. Garden.
Need you for my sanity. Need you to remind me where I come from. Can you remind me of my gravity? Found me when I'm tumbling, spiraling, plummeting down to earth. You keep me down to earth. Call me on my bullshit. Lie to me and say my booty getting bigger, even if it ain't. Love me even if it rain. Love me even if it pain you. I know I be difficult. You know I be difficult. You know it get difficult. One knows, 'cause I love you. This how you are. Hope you never find out. Yeah, 'cause you never love me. You never love me.
No, you don't want to be with somebody like that. If you feel like you gotta act like someone entirely different than who you really are, you want to be who you are. Of course, that doesn't mean you just throw caution to the wind and be a jerk if that's like a big part of your personality. Because there are people like that too. You know the type who are like, if you can't accept me at my worst, then you're not gonna get me at my best. And it's like, if your worst is like a constant state of being, then yeah, I'm not gonna accept that, because that's gonna be a big ass headache for me. But if you have a tendency to, I don't know, if it's hard for you to open up and that's something you struggle with, or you get a little attitude every once in a while, that's something we could work with. But don't expect me to be your caregiver, to be someone who is just constantly draining myself emotionally to make sure that you're good and you're taken care of, because at the end of the day, I have needs too. See what I'm saying? So I think, you know, before people get into a relationship, they should do a lot of work on themselves.
I need your support now. And kiss you come over again. Got no pennies on. I need your support now. I know you gotta be laid up with a big booty. Probably hella positive cause you got a big booty. I know I'd rather be paid up. You know I'm sensitive about having no booty, having nobody, only you, buddy. Can you hold me when nobody's around us?
And that's some shit. Girl, if you're in a relationship with him, chances are he doesn't even care that you don't have a booty. If he is over here like, I guess some guys are just scoundrels and they're gonna have a problem with a woman's body, but they still gonna mess with them anyway. I don't understand that. It's like, bro, if you know she ain't got what you want, what you doing with her anyway? You know, because I can't necessarily judge someone for what their personal preference and taste is like, but I can judge them for knowing exactly what they want and getting with somebody who doesn't match that criteria and then judging that person for not matching that criteria. It's like, one, your criteria sounds a little bit shallow. And two, if you know she ain't got what you want, then why are you with her? Because at that point, you kind of leading people on. Yeah, there's nothing. It says, I'm working on developing my lower body too. I ain't got much back there, especially once this pandemic started, because I just started walking less and running less, and I injured my legs. So, Manny got a flat back. No, I don't. It ain't like that. I don't got that Miley Cyrus. I'm getting there, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know, because at the end of the day, I'm still comfortable with my body and the way I look. And if I get with somebody, they're gonna be comfortable with my body and the way that I look too. If not, we're just not gonna be together. You know, there was this one woman that I dated, like my last relationship, and she would say certain things, and I'd be like, yo, girl, like, one, let's not go there, because the gender dynamics are so messed up that if I say something about your makeup and how you look, that's gonna hurt you really bad. So I don't know why you're talking to me like that. Of course, this is not what I said. I would just listen to some of the things she said and shrug it off. But it was just weird because I had never been like critiqued on my body before. And it wasn't like anything, and even if it was, you know, I still wouldn't be insecure, but it wasn't like anything. It was just like, your legs look like my dad's, or you don't really have an ass, or like just weird things, weird shit. And what else would she say? Oh, you have like, look at those lines in your forehead. But when I put it all into perspective and look at like what she was doing, like this girl was getting surgery every other week. And it's like, girl, you 28 years old, what you doing getting surgery? But that's something that as a man, I would caution men not to go there. When it goes to like judging women's looks and shit like that, don't do that. Don't do that, because that's fucked up. But women, you know, on the other side, they should be careful when it comes to doing that too, because either way it's wrong, you know? You got to accept people for who they are. And if you don't want to accept them for who they are, then go be with somebody who you can accept. And if you're the type of person who you haven't accepted yourself, and therefore you can't accept anybody else, then that's a you problem. And I think people like that, who are like judgmental in relationships and like rush to judgment, that's usually the issue. It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with me, you know, me and this girl. Because at the end of the day, if I took her around my friends, I'll just put it like this. They would be like, oh, okay, that's you? Y'all, all right. She must have a really nice personality or something, you know? But that's just who I am. You know, I don't really judge people based on their looks. I don't judge people based on their looks that much. If you have certain attributes, then of course I'm gonna get excited, because I'm gonna be like, damn, and she got this and she got that. But that's always gonna be secondary to what's in here and what's in here. And with the last person, I don't know, it was just complicated. It's complicated. She didn't like talking. She didn't like opening up. And I would tell her, I would be like, baby, if we want to advance this relationship into the future, then at a certain point, we're going to have a conversation that cuts beneath the surface of just you talking about your trips to Europe and the amount of money you want to make 5 years from now. Like, I gotta know about you. And some people aren't capable. They're not emotionally available like that, of having those conversations. Even like philosophy and politics, like I can never get a good gauge on what this girl was thinking and what she was, and I can't be with somebody like that. If I'm the one talking most of the time, that's an issue. Because as much as I do talk, I also like to exchange ideas equally and go back and forth and listen and help people process, understand things and understand themselves. But if you're not giving me anything, I can't do that. So that was a sad situation, but it had to end.
Hoping I never find out that you're anyone else, 'cause I love you.
This song is called Broken Clocks. Oh, I've heard this one. I just don't know what the words are.
I'm never going back, never going back. No, you can't make me. Never going back, never going back. They never take me. I've paid enough of petty dues. I've had enough of shitty news. I had a thing for dirty shoes since I was 10. Love dirty men alike. Ooh, better day than yesterday. Ooh, I just take it day by day. Ooh, never hearing what they say. Ooh, I just do it my way. All I got.
I love these voice inflections. I just do it my way.
Ooh, I just do it my way. All I got is these broken clocks. I ain't got no time, just burning daylight. Still love, still love, still love. Nothing but love for you. Nothing but love. Nothing but love. All that I got, pieces and pages, talking a lot. Sorry, I'm faded. Think I forgot. You love me. You love me. You love me. Gotta shift it to
That beat drop.
Gotta dip at 10 p.m. Gotta get that cash. Won't get past the lunch break. I ain't had a smoke break in about 2 days. No break. Been about 3 years since I dated you. Why you still talking about me like we together? I moved on for the better. You moved on to whoever. I was down for whatever and then some. You gon' make me late to work again. Ooh, and you still love it.
Here is anything.
Maybe I should kill my inhibition. Maybe I'll be
This is a funky beat.
perfect in a new dimension. Little smarter this time, baby. Promise I have learned my lesson. Ooh, down for the ride, down for the ride. Alive, do you even know do you even know I'm alive? Do you even know do you even know I'm alive? Do you even know do you even know I'm alive? Do you even know I think I'm bad as hell. I got his shoes out of line. Saying tomorrow.
Is this the same song?
Never come. Easy bake, easy wake. Come on. Just give as much as you take. Forgive as much as you hate. Or get the fuck out. I've been in the dugout. Looking for a way out. You know, just taking it slow. Now I'm feeling one out. Looking for a way out. Somebody show me that door.
I was waving,
I've been waiting for you, boy.
and I was drowning. I went crazy.
Who's this?
Crazy boy.
Found out that's the way out. Now I'm waving.
I like
Now I'm
that.
waving.
You know, just taking it slow, babe. Somebody show me that door, babe.
There you go, Wavy. That was probably my third favorite song on the album. Normal Girl.
It's a normal girl. I'll never be. You like it
When I get aggressive.
So my daddy, he be proud of. I'll be proud of. I'll be proud of. I'll be proud, you know. Type of girl you wanna take home.
Has she won a Grammy yet? Because she needs one.
The mama, the kind of girl I know you.
Well, she doesn't need one, but she deserves one.
Proud. I'll be proud. I'll be proud. Like I'll be proud. Be proud. Oh, I really wish I was a normal girl. How do I be? Normal girl. Who will remember your name? I swear. Living so good, living so good, living so good. This time next year I'll be living so good. Won't remember no pain. I swear. Before that you figured out that I was just a normal girl.
Yeah. That was good. I could see why so many people like her music because it seems very relatable. Pretty Little Birds. On my doorstep. Singing sweet songs. I know I always do this and people hate me for it, but you know who I would love to hear on this beat? Take a guess. Put the guess in the comment section. I'm not even going to say the name, but put the guess in the comment section. that's how I know you know me better than I know myself. If you're able to make the correct guess as to who I think would absolutely smash this beat right here.
Head on the heights. When the spirals down feels good as a flight. When hating you feels good for the night. When the morning comes, I hope you're still mine.
That was The Morning, I think. And this song right here is the last on the album, actually. 20 something.
How you ain't say you was moving forward. Honesty hurts when you get older. I gotta say I'll miss the way you need me. Yeah. Why you ain't say you was getting bored? Why you ain't say I was falling short? How you leave me out so far away?
Girl, that's not you. That's not you. That's him.
How could it be 20 something all alone, still not a thing in my name? Ain't got nothing running from love, only no fear.
Girl, that's the millennial life. You know, I can relate. She said, how can I be 20 something and still not have nothing in my name? Hey man, look around. You are not the only one.
It's me, Miss 20 something. Ain't got nothing running from love, wish you were here. Oh, stuck in them 20 somethings, stuck in them 20 something. Good luck on them 20 somethings, good luck on them 20 something. Think of the past, please stay. How could it be 20 something all alone, still not a phone in my name? God bless you. God bless you, God bless you, God bless you.
What is that? I really enjoyed this album. It was a roller coaster of sorts, and you let me know what your favorite songs on the album were. It made me appreciate SZA's talent that much more, quite frankly. I think most of them were bangers in my eyes. I love Broken Clocks, Supermodel, Drew Barrymore, The Weeknd, of course, is my favorite. Wavy, very underrated. I don't know why I haven't heard it before. It might be because it's so short. It's an interlude. Anyway, if y'all enjoyed this reaction, please comment, like, and subscribe. I will see y'all next time. Peace.